AITA for saying no when my boyfriend demanded my banking login for financial transparency? I'm 27, and my boyfriend is 30. We've been together for a little over 2 years, and we live together. We split our bills pretty evenly and keep separate finances, no shared accounts. I make a little more than he does, about $15,000 a year more, but he has a stable job and always pays his share on time. The conflict started this week when he told me he wanted us to be fully transparent financially since we've been talking about getting engaged sometime this year. At first, I thought he meant the normal stuff, sitting down together, looking at credit reports, discussing savings goals, debts, future plans, and all of that. That wasn't what he meant. Instead, he asked for my online banking login so he could see everything in real time. I actually laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. He told me that couples planning a future together shouldn't have private money, and that if I was refusing to give him access, it probably meant I was hiding something. I told him I wasn't hiding anything. I just don't want another person having direct access to my bank account or the ability to monitor every purchase I make, including random grocery runs at 11 p.m. He said he wouldn't touch anything. He just wanted visibility. Trying to meet him halfway, I suggested a compromise. I offered to make a shared spreadsheet, show him my statements once a month, or even open a joint account specifically for rent and household bills where we could both contribute our share. He immediately got irritated and said that wasn't the same thing. According to him, my compromises were just ways of keeping a wall between us. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. If you trust me enough to sleep next to me, you should trust me with a password. I told him that isn't how trust works. I pointed out that I don't have his passwords either. His response was that I could have them anytime I wanted, and he acted like that somehow proved he was the only reasonable person in the conversation. I asked him why he suddenly needed this level of access. He said he didn't want to find out later that I had hidden debt, that I was sending money to someone else, or that I was buying things I shouldn't be buying. Honestly, that felt gross. It sounded like he was accusing me of something before I'd even done anything. I reminded him that the only debt I have is my student loans, my credit is fine, and I've never hidden purchases from him. He said he believed me, but he wanted receipts. Those were his exact words. At that point, I told him no. I also said that if he kept pushing, I was going to start wondering what he was trying to keep track of, because demanding someone's banking login isn't normal behavior. He got very quiet after that and switched into this cold, polite kind of anger. He said I was turning a simple request into a huge issue and acting like he was some kind of thief. Since then, he's been sulking around the house and making passive-aggressive comments like, "Must be nice having a private life," or, "Guess we're not at that level yet." Yesterday he tried another angle and asked whether I'd be okay with him installing a budgeting app that links bank accounts so he could see everything through a shared dashboard. I said no again. Now he's accusing me of sabotaging our future together and says I'm being controlling by refusing to let him in. The thing is, I'm not refusing to talk about money. I'm not refusing financial transparency. I'm willing to discuss budgets, debts, savings, goals, statements, and even a joint account for shared expenses. What I'm refusing to do is hand over direct access to my personal bank account. At this point, I feel like I'm losing my mind because he keeps acting like those are the same thing.